Now can you hear us? Anything?
Can you hear us talking about the corn?
Yes, we did it.
Okay, there, Deb.
Forget these
I
mics.
don't know what's going on with those microphones, y'all. So how you doing today? Hi, everybody. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Britt. Linda, Vicky. They can hear now.
I can't keep it up.
Oh, man.
Yay.
Deb's going to watch the comments while I'm cooking.
Rose going to be making corn.
Well, I'm corn and...
Fried corn, right?
Yes, southern fried corn. Where do I don't know where to go, Deb.
I'll see if I can find
Deb's
that
our techie.
Oh.
Techno.
That is a sad, scary thing if I'm the techo person.
So what we were
Techno.
saying is we have some fresh white corn, and we think it's Silver Queen, but we're not really sure. So, but we also have, and I know everybody has their own way to grate the corn off, but I'm going to show you what I do. This is something that Debbie and her Pampered Chef stuff turned me on to a long time ago. And y'all know I have arthritis in my hands, so I have a lot of trouble holding on to anything. My husband can tell you. I'm constantly dropping things around the house. So, but this is the greatest little corn, what do you call it?
Kernel cutter's what's
Kernel
called.
cutter. It's the greatest little kernel cutter in the world. So, hey Joanne. Okay, so what I like to do, and I'm going to turn this down so hopefully you can see. Well, that's okay. I got it, Deb. I can do it. Okay, so I'm using just a regular shallow pan to do this in. And so what I do is I go a light strip down, and that just gets the top of those kernels off.
So the kernel cutter has just a little blade on the inside of it where she's using it to cut that top part
And
off.
look, it's got a safety thing so I can't cut my little fingers, which is always good for me.
So, some of us always need safety.
Some of us do. Now I'll say that and whack my fingers off. Okay, so the second step that I do is I go a little deeper this time and get more of the kernel. So what I understand from people who know, not me, is that this makes your corn a lot juicier. If you do it that way, by cutting off the tops and then going back and cutting the rest of the, is that a whole, is that what that's called?
Cob, corn
Kernel.
cob. Oh, the kernels are here.
Yeah, the
You're
kernel.
cutting them off the cob.
You're cutting,
right.
Yeah. So if you
But
do
that
the
is, you can
kernels
see
that way.
the juice coming off of it there too. So that
Yes.
is important to
Right.
doing cream corn or any kind of corn.
So now you've got that, you got your kernels cut off, but now you're going to go back and get what Brenda Gant calls the goodie, which I think is a good word for it. Get the goodie. And what you're doing is getting all the juice out of that cob. And that's going to make your fried corn delicious. And I see some kernels I didn't get, and I'm not leaving any on the cob.
Joanne was asking how can she order one of these. Joanne, they're from Pampered Chef. If you have a consultant, you can order straight from your consultant. I will post a link if you don't have a consultant that you can order one
I
from
happen
me.
to know one.
We can get you right in touch with a consultant. I will post a link so you can order. Hey Vicki, I will post a link for you too. Yes, y'all can. If you'd like to order, you
They're
can
great,
order one.
y'all. They're
The
great.
kernel cutter, they're not real expensive.
No,
Can't
they're like
remember now.
$8
Yeah,
or something.
I
They're
think
not
maybe a
bad at
little
all.
more now, but
Okay.
me three, Robbie. Yeah.
Well, I've had mine.
Seeing is believing. You know it when you
Yeah.
see something in action, you really then say, "Oh wow, I could really use one of those."
Yeah. And I have
Yes,
this,
Joanne, you can order from me. I will. You definitely anybody can order from me. I don't want to take a customer from another consultant, but
Yeah.
you surely can order from me.
because Deb's sweet like that. She's just a nice person.
I
She's
will
not going to
post a
take
link.
If you don't have a consultant, Deb will be your consultant.
We'll get you one too, Diane.
I'm going to do one more, Deb, and you're going to do the rest
I
of
get
them.
to do them.
Yep, you get to.
I don't even use the kernel cutter that much, so it'll be an experience for me.
I got a little bit too much that first go round.
Hi,
on that
Cheryl. Hey, Patricia. We're talking about fresh fried corn.
Southern fried corn, y'all. And,
This is Silver Queen corn.
Uh-huh.
It's the white corn, but and I like all of them.
I do too.
Actually, I think yesterday I had the yellow. I don't know what kind the yellow is.
I don't either. I just call it yellow corn.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite is, though, Dan?
What?
It's the peaches and cream. That's what they
So
call it.
it's yellow and white?
Yes,
Okay.
that's my favorite now.
Hi, Abby.
Okay. And
My
then
turn.
you can use
Cheryl.
the plastic of that blade. See, at one side it's like a plastic guard, and you just take it, and that's what gets your goodie out.
Does look good, doesn't it, Joanne?
Well, I can't see. I can't even hardly hold on to these
You've
cobs.
cleaned that thing off.
You think?
Yeah.
I gotta get every
Looks
bit.
good.
Okay, your
Good,
time.
I'll try.
My granddaughter would say, your
So
time.
you take the sharp end and go down the cob, but Mo likes to go just the
Lightly.
top part of it, not
Just the
real
top
deep.
part the first time, then go back and get the rest of the kernel.
I might be going a little too deep, but
Hi, Diane Rumley. I need one, she said. Yeah.
okay, we can get her one.
We can hook you up. Hey, Sally.
And then you go around again, right?
Uh-huh.
With this just
Yeah.
a little deeper.
Just a little deeper this time.
And this gets every bit of that corn
Hey,
out.
Lucretia.
It's true that when you see something and how it works,
Mm-hmm.
and if you just saw this in a catalog, you'd
You
think,
go,
I don't know
nah,
if I
really
ever
don't
use
work.
that.
But it really does work, y'all. It really does. I wouldn't lie to you.
And then we're going to take this in.
The plastic
Like this?
side and just go down it, and it'll get that goodie out. Goodie. We did corn 3 weeks ago. Had some with supper tonight, and it was so good. That was Judy
yeah.
Forrester. Forrester?
Oh, that's
What?
my cousin, Judy. Hey, Judy.
Oh, hey, Judy.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
It really is your cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had a big, long corn kernel cutter offer.
You had what?
a big long corn kernel cutter.
I don't know what
A
she said.
big long corn cutter offer. I don't know what you call it.
Corn cutter offer.
It was my dad's, and I have it at my house.
You still have it? You
Yeah.
should have brought it.
And it's old, and it's like metal, and it could like seriously cut some fingers off. And so that's why I don't use it, but I'm not going to get rid of it.
Because it was your dad's.
Yeah, because it was my daddy's, and he'd run that, he'd get that corn
Really?
cob, and he would just run it through there, and he could do a bushel of corn in no time. And Mama had put it up in the freezer.
I was about to ask, have you froze any or done anything with yours?
I like to eat mine. But no, I haven't. I haven't froze it, but I would like to. Daryl's mama used to freeze it and put it up every year. And it was always so good in the middle of winter. You could get out a bag, thaw it out, and put it on the stove with some butter and salt and pepper, and man.
And it's a good thing to
Like
put in
summer.
soup if you make vegetable soup.
Oh yes, for sure. And don't hurt your little self, Debbie.
I almost did. I might have.
I
Yeah.
saw-
Let's let you finish that one up.
Debbie!
So you do have to keep your thumb out of the way.
Well, you looked away. That was your first mistake.
Yeah, that's not.
So
Just
you
look away.
ladies that are going to get this, just watch what you do. It really is safe to use. Okay, last one. I've cut myself doing different things so many times. I think I'm extra careful at whatever I do. One time I was sharpening my Rayda knives, and I don't know if y'all have any Rayda knives, but they are the best knives in the world. And I was sharpening them on my little Rayda sharpener, and then I was talking at the same time, and I looked away, and I whacked right into my finger, almost cut it off, like a crazy person. This will be a
Hi,
good little
Nicole.
mess of corn.
Hey, Carolyn and Renee. Robbie, yes, I got you, Robbie. I'll let you know.
I got
Hi,
you,
Lisa.
Robbie.
Lisa Riley has a kernel cutter.
Yeah.
Hi, Kim
What do you think about
Porter-Massey.
that kernel? Kim Massey
Yeah,
son?
yeah, she's
Hi,
lucky.
Kim. Kim's gonna have another grandbaby.
Oh, congratulations, Kim.
She's got a house full of girls.
Yeah, Joanne Anderson. It is a Pampered chef item.
Pampered chef.
Hey to Bob, Judy. Tell Bobby I said hi.
All right. So this was about how many
Yeah, Joyce, you need to get that kernel cutter out and try it again, but be careful. Keep your thumb out of the way.
So this is how much corn we got off those 6 cobs. Right
That's a
there.
good bit.
Yep.
Are you ready to put it all in the skillet?
I'm ready.
I'm
Let's
gonna
turn
move
it
the
on
camera.
first. Oh, okay.
Let me move the
Debbie's
camera.
gonna move the camera, y'all. Stay tuned. Don't go away anywhere.
Just scooting it back. We're not
Just
moving
getting
it far.
back. You're not having to unplug it or
No,
nothing.
I'm not gonna unplug or nothing.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my skillet on to about a medium right now. Well, maybe I'll turn it on high just to get that a little hot. Now, normally, what I would like to do is use bacon grease. But I didn't have any bacon grease, and Debbie didn't have any bacon grease. And we neglected to get that bacon grease we saw when we were at Buc-ee's.
We should have.
We saw a thing that you can buy, a thing of bacon grease, which I thought was cool. But anyway, so we didn't buy it, and so I'm just using a little bit of oil in my skillet. I don't know, maybe a tablespoon and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let that get hot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put my corn in.
Hey there, Jean and Donna. Hi, Anita. What part of Georgia, Anita? Can you freeze the corn after you cut it off the cob? Robbie Presley asked.
Yes, you sure can.
Would you just put it in bags like that?
Put
or
it in freezer bags, get all the air out, and just freeze it. Yeah, you wouldn't have to do anything extra to it.
Lisa Riley, I do sell Pampered Chef. I am a consultant. This is Deb. I do have a Pampered Chef consulting business.
Yes, so
Consultant business.
long story short, we started this cooking show during COVID because Deb couldn't do home parties, and I thought, well, maybe we'll make a video and she can, and it will help her business. And then it just kind of grew into cooking with Mom and Deb.
So we incorporate our Pampered Chef products in our cooking
And
show a lot of times.
we try not to talk all about Pampered Chef,
Right.
but honestly, I'm a big customer of Pampered Chef, and it's my fave, and I love it. So I've always thought, if you have some product that is good and it's inexpensive and a good value,
Yes.
then I think you should,
It
talk
helps
about
you
it.
in the kitchen. It helps you get your work in the kitchen done quicker and easier.
Right.
So
and
you
it's
can-
also helped Deb. She's a single mom. It's helped Deb have extra money through the years, right?
Yeah,
Deb?
definitely. I've gone on. It's taken me on trips.
Mhm.
I
She's
have
been able to
put
take her
kids through
family.
college. It's helped me out in many ways, but it's fun too. I've met a lot of people. I've just enjoyed it completely. I really had a good time.
And if you like kitchen products,
Products.
yeah, kitchen gadgets like we do, then it's definitely a good thing.
right.
Okay, now I've got the corn down in the skillet. And I'm just kind of stirring it around right now. Then
This was our garbage bowl. Remember last week or last time I talked about garbage bowl?
Uh-huh.
So have a garbage bowl handy to put your your garbage into. So you don't have to go back and forth to the
And I
garbage
see
bowl.
some kernels I missed. It's killing
It
me.
might have been the one that I did.
I don't know. No, I missed some. Okay, so now I'm going to add about a cup of water. This is a 2-cup measure,
Yes.
so let me add about a cup. And I'm just going to stir that around.
Well, this will be really good with meatloaf or pork chops
And homegrown tomatoes.
and tomatoes. Look, we got some.
Yep, let's show them our tomatoes, and let's talk about those tomatoes for a
Got
minute.
Mo brought a bunch of beautiful tomatoes.
Now, I don't know if you're watching Steve and Melanie, but my friends Steve and Melanie Smith, they live up on Sand Mountain, and this week they have gifted us with a ton of tomatoes. So I'm making salsa at home. I've got to go home and finish it this evening. I am going to make some tomato sauce. Melanie brought me her, I forgot what she called it now. Sieve? I don't know. What is it called? Where you turn the little thing. What's that called?
Yeah.
Colander.
I have one.
What's it called?
It mashes the tomatoes.
Yes, through. Anyway, so I'm going to make some sauce, tomato sauce out of some of them. And then I gifted Deb with some of them because I just had more than I could use, All right. Now, you don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because white corn is usually not as sweet as like the yellow corn. I don't think I'm gonna add this whole tablespoon, Deb. I'm adding about a half a tablespoon of sugar.
Because corn is somewhat sweet on its own, so you don't need much.
Yeah, corn is a starchy vegetable. So if you're on a diet, you don't be eating corn because it's starchy and it's not gonna help you on that.
Hey there, Martha and Willie. Hey, Cheryl, yes, we love summer tomatoes too. You can't.
Yes, so good.
A bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with fresh tomatoes. Amazing.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Shelley.
I would eat this
Hi,
whole
Olga.
pan with just a sliced tomato. And I would be happy as a bug in a rug. All right, I'm gonna add butter now.
Thank you, Cheryl. She likes her aprons.
They're Debbie's aprons. They Stab's aprons.
Hi, Sherry. Catherine, hey, and Shannon. Glad y'all are tuning in to watch.
We don't do many lives.
We're gonna start doing
I'm
more though.
using
Really
half
enjoy
a stick of butter, y'all, and this is real butter. It's not margarine. I like real butter, don't y'all?
I do like it. It likes me
It
too.
is more expensive, but you know what? Everything's expensive now. You might as well go for the gusto. Yum, yum. Okay, I've got it boiling pretty good now, so I'm going to turn it down to about a 6 on Debbie's stove. And I'm not used to cooking on Deb's
That's
stove.
pretty high still.
Is that pretty high still?
I go to 5.
Okay, she would go to 5, y'all. So we going to 5. If one thing Debbie knows, it's her own stove.
Yes, I do know my own stuff.
Now, I know my stove.
And everybody out there knows their own stuff
know
too.
your stove. Okay, now y'all, the secret for me with white fried southern corn is black pepper. And I have got almost a whole tablespoon. And this is the coarse black pepper because I like it. I really do. So look at that. It's all peppered up. It's peppered. It's peppered.
I like peppering corn also.
I do too. And we are going to salt it pretty good too. Salt it pretty good.
Sherry Hayden loves fried corn.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Patricia Dale, Patricia James, and Diane. Butter makes everything better. You're right, Diane.
Yes, I agree.
Denise Gibson says yummy.
I ain't done with this stick of it either.
I thought it was just a half, but maybe not.
No, we will use a
Hi,
whole
Linda
stick.
Smith.
All right, now I'm gonna put, ta-da, Debbie's Magic Salt Shaker.
Hi, Martha Floyd. Cheryl Lancaster has never had fried corn.
What?
Cheryl, you gotta try it. We'll post the recipe that Mo's doing here so you can make some yourself.
Ain't no recipe to it, really.
A lot of it is just a little of this and a little of that, isn't it?
Well, you put your corn in a little bit of bowl, and you add some water, and you add some salt and pepper and butter. Now, some people put a little flour in it to thicken it up if it's not thick enough. But, and then you just
It'll
kind
also
of,
thicken a little bit as it
it
cooks,
will,
too.
it sure will. As this water cooks out, it will thicken. Another thing you can do is turn it into cream corn by adding, instead of a cup of water, you add maybe a half a cup of water, a half a cup of cream, you know, evaporated milk. And then it's more creamy. But I wanted good old my daddy corn. That's what I wanted. I was craving it. When I got these tomatoes from Stever's, I was like, oh, I need some fried corn. It's just a very, you know, when I eat it, it takes me back to my childhood. You know?
Did you ever eat a tomato right out of the garden?
Oh, yeah.
Stand out in the garden and eat them?
Yes, wipe it off. Eat it like an apple. Just
Yeah.
like yeah. That's one of the great
Well, country
things.
girls, y'all,
Oh,
you didn't
yeah.
know.
One of the great things about having those gardens, you know? So, I appreciate people that have gardens and share the bounty.
Hi, Janice.
Debbie has had a little garden at her house. I don't really have a place at my house.
I have a little, very, very small, and I got some little, I got these out of my garden. I'll show you.
Okay. Uh-oh, Deb.
Uh-oh, what happened?
I splashed some out on your
Uh-oh.
stove.
We'll clean it up later. It is thickening. I got
She
these.
got some Tommy toes.
I got little Tommy toes out of my garden.
Do y'all call them Tommy toes?
Or grape tomatoes.
Put in the
or-
comments. Oh, great tomatoes. They're Tommy toes.
I got these too. I got these.
Out of your garden?
Some
Are
little
those jalapenos?
jalapeno peppers, yes. I have bell peppers. I got a couple of squash and zucchini also.
That's great.
Britt says sometimes I eat my cherry tomato. I've done that, Britt.
They do
Sometimes I eat my cherry tomatoes as she's picking them.
Yes.
I have done that. I
Oh,
walk
they're
out there
so
and
good.
get a handful and eat a couple of them and then bring them back in.
My little granddaughter Tatum, she will eat a handful of those.
Yes, Dee, we will post the recipe that Mo's using. Like she said, it's kind of a, well, she kind of know. We got some measurements for we'll put
Yeah,
for you. We'll put
yeah,
in
we
there. So
sure do.
Sherry Hayden says you add evaporated milk or whipping cream for cream corn.
Yeah, that's right. If
Hi,
you want it to
Patricia.
be cream corn, I'm adding the butter, y'all. I'm adding more butter.
Hi, Vicky.
Because butter makes it better.
Hi, Candy.
And I like the butter. That's why I'm chubby. You know, when I was a kid, I would just eat butter right out of the butter dish.
Did you? I've never done that.
Yeah, Mama caught me one time, spanked me.
Uh-oh.
Didn't stop me.
You're still doing it.
Like every time I get,
I do like my butter, but I never ate it out of the
oh honey.
dish.
So you're gonna cook this about 20 minutes till all the kernels are cooked. I'm stirring it constantly, but you really don't have to. I could leave it alone, but it's probably just a nervous stir.
This is Joan Anderson says, when I was in my younger years, my dad would roast ears of corn in the oven. Oh my, I can taste it as I speak of it.
Aw, isn't that neat to have memories like that? I just love it. Okay, while that's cooking, we're gonna cut up one of these tomatoes.
Stephen Smith said butter out of the refrigerator himself when he was a kid.
Is that Stephen?
Yep, Stephen Smith.
That's Steve. That's my tomato man.
Oh, hey. Well, we're showing off your tomatoes, Steve. Hi, Christine.
Yeah, they good. And Steve lives up on Sand Mountain, and Sand Mountain has the best produce.
That's where the good stuff comes from.
All that sandy soil, man. It
Here.
just,
Gotcha.
what do you, yeah.
Over here.
That's your wrong cabinet. Okay, good Lord. So we're gonna cut one of these tomatoes so y'all can see how, y'all can taste them. Which is your tomato knife, Debbie?
It's not that one.
Apparently.
Let me get you my tomato knife.
She's getting me her tomato knife. Sorry I dirtied that up.
The reason that
That's
this is a,
Rita.
but the reason this is a tomato
That's
knife.
a Rita.
I know, but do you know why it's a tomato knife?
Because it's jagged.
It has that serrated edge. Tomato knife.
Okay, so Rita knives. I mean, I'm telling you, when
That's
I
the
got
only one I have.
when
It's
I
not
got my
for sale,
tomato
but-
knife, I was in love.
Joyce Bryson says, when I was a kid, we would eat a fresh tomato out of the garden
Aw.
and eat it with a cold biscuit.
Oh, yum. That sounds good, Joyce.
Hi, Christine and
Joyce
Linda.
is David Bowman's mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can tell these are good tomatoes, y'all. Show up. Hold that up.
This is just the butt end, but man, it's good.
These are going to make some nice salsa later.
They
Or
are.
tomato juice.
Better stir this.
And yes, these sauces would be great on BLT.
Hey, Steve Smith, do you and Mel make fried corn? And do you do it this way, or how do y'all do it?
Does he grow corn too?
I think he has. I'm not sure if he has corn this year. He didn't offer me none, so.
Hi, Judy. That was a perfect tomato, wasn't it, Cheryl?
I'm telling you, y'all. You can't smell it or taste it, but you can look at it. See how it doesn't have all those nasty little membranes all over it, like some of the tomatoes have nowadays.
I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the rest of the tomatoes.
Yeah, and this
They
is just,
are
this is just a
right
handful
over there.
of what Steve brought us.
And that's just a few. Mo's got a whole long cabinet full of tomatoes. So we got a lot of work ahead of us.
And it's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I told him today I was so excited. And they looked at me like I had two heads.
They were glad to get rid of some tomatoes, probably.
Well, they've been canning tomatoes and all that for a while.
Yes, Britt says a little dash of salt on the tomatoes.
Oh, and
Yes.
I like a little dash of salt and a whole lot of pepper.
Oh, you do? Pepper on your tomatoes too?
Do you
Okay.
not?
I think it would be fine. I'm not sure I've ever really
Yeah,
put
try it
pepper
right
on.
now.
I'll try it.
Okay.
Christine Mallet had some tomatoes for dinner.
Yummy. You know, it always makes me sad when August rolls around, mid-August, when the gardens start dying down and no more fresh tomatoes. At least where we live. Then they have to start getting them like from Florida or Mexico. We do Mexican tomatoes.
And they're just not as good.
They're not as good because they've been traveling. They usually pick them green, you know. And
Okay, here's mine with
salt and
salt
pepper.
and pepper.
Okay, let's see how you like it. Is that a good tomato?
This is delish.
I know.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be delish with this corn,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm about ready to
I
sample
could
here
just
in a
eat
minute.
corn and tomatoes.
I know, it's
That's
a
all we need.
perfect meal. My daddy
Hi,
used
Kim
to like.
Barlow.
I don't know what it really is. Some of y'all may know, but my daddy loved something called stricken meat. That's what he called it, strict meat or stricken meat. You know what I'm
I
talking
don't know
about?
what that is.
I think it's I can't talk. Pork salt
Oh.
meat. And my mama would fry it up for him, and he would eat that with corn.
Really?
Oh yeah, honey. He was a country boy from the get-go.
Hi, Terry. Let's see. What is this? Steve says, sorry, but I do not do corn.
Mhm.
That way we cut corn off the cob, cook it, then add butter to what we want, and then eat. And then eat.
Eat
Wait a
what?
minute, hold on.
And then eat.
And then eat it. And no, I do not have any corn left. They used it all. What kind of corn did you have, Steve?
Yeah, what kind of corn do you
Was it
plant?
this white kind, the Silver Queen?
Like I said, I love that peaches and cream, but
How much more? Did you add the whole stick of butter?
I did.
So Joanne, she ended up adding the whole stick of butter. Started with a half and then gradually added the rest.
I have no shame when it comes to butter.
Oh yes, you're right, Britt. We also need some cornbread. We don't have any today,
No.
but yeah, cornbread would be amazing with this
Okay, I'm
meal.
about to sample this, y'all. See if
Salt
it's
pork.
done.
Kim Barlow says yes, it was salt. Kim Barlow Hauser says it was salt pork.
Salt pork, yeah.
And you know what else would be good though?
What?
Fried potatoes
With this.
would be another good addition to this meal. See all this, but I don't have to have the meat myself.
Yummy, yummy.
Diane Meek said strickling is what my grandmother called it.
Strickling.
Strickling, that's what she said, yes,
Okay.
strickling.
And my daddy just shortened it, called it stricken meat.
And Joanne Hooper said it's called salt pork and strickling. Good stuff. Do you still buy it? Can you still get it?
Yeah, you can still get it. I've
Okay,
seen it in the
Steve
store.
says we usually cook ambrosia and peaches. So that's what you were saying.
Oh, the corn.
Right, the corn.
Yeah.
Ambrosia and peaches and cream, but this year we did silver cream.
Oh,
Queen.
okay.
Hi there, Linda.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's
Hi,
silver corn.
Juanita.
I'm gonna let
So-
this. Okay, the corn is actually done. It's at a good stage right now. You could take it off, let it cool down just a little bit, and it'll thicken as it cools. But I'm gonna cook just a little more of the liquid out of it, just because. So
It looks amazing.
it is so amazing. It tastes so good, and the salt is just right, and the pepper's just right. Yay!
Let's see what we got. Hey, Peggy Gifford. Hi there.
Oh, hey, Peg.
Tracy. Hey. Shirley Lee and Ronnie Curson. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Linda
y'all.
Moore.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Drink of water.
I'm just gonna go ahead and salt and pepper these things since you like it.
Have at it.
Because we're gonna eat some corn and maters.
We will post the corn recipe so you can make some of your own.
Cardiologist.
I hope your cardiologist don't watch us.
I'm not ever gonna tell my cardiologist about the cooking show. I see him in August, so Mum's the word, y'all. Don't be telling.
Judy Borden, just joining, but did I miss the fried part of the process?
Yes, you
Doesn't
did.
appear to be fried.
And it really, I mean, they call
It's
it
called-
fried corn because you put it in a skillet and you put it in grease. Voila, so it's fried. But we didn't have any bacon grease, so we just put a little oil in it. And all we did was get the oil a little hot. We added our corn. We added about a cup of water. We added salt, pepper, and butter.
And so now the liquid is cooking out of
It's
it, so it
cooking
becomes
down.
more of a fried process at that point.
It's getting good and thick. I'm going to turn this around see if y'all can see it better.
Liz says I had a tomato sandwich before I ate dinner.
Yummy.
Sounds good, Liz.
Yummy, yummy. You know what I like to with good old summertime tomatoes, y'all, is taco bar night. You know, when you're having tacos, homemade tacos at your house, and cut up those tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. They're so good. They're so much better than the store bought.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, our corn is pretty much done. So,
It looks amazing, y'all. You gotta try this.
easy pleasy. Get you one
Hey,
of these.
Phyllis.
Get you one of these right here. Little kernel cutter. Steve, does Mel have one of these? It's from Pampered Chef. If she doesn't, she needs one.
I will post a link, so if anybody wants to order one, they'll be able.
And they're not very expensive at all. I've had mine for several years, but I don't remember paying too much for it.
Yeah, they're not a lot. They may be more than when you paid when you got yours.
Well, everything's more.
Yeah.
Life is more. The air you breathe costs more now. I mean, everything's expensive, right, y'all? But that's okay. We're gonna make
We're gonna make it.
with the
We
good
just learned.
Lord and friends and family. We're gonna make it.
And good cooking.
And good cooking. And y'all, you know, if your youngins don't know how to cook some of this stuff, tell them about our page. Tell them, hey, Mo and Deb will teach you how to cook. Because I actually have young friends that I work with that eat out every day. They eat out, they feed their families this horrible processed food every day. And I'm like, you know, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard to cook good meals for your family.
And many of you probably saw my son Josh was on with me a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. He's learned. I mean, he can cook. He's in his 20s still, and
Yeah.
he cooks.
I'm
so
proud of Josh.
He came on here and showed us a little bit about what he can do. So,
Yeah. And my daughters both cook.
Steve says we do it the old way. We cut it with a knife, sliding down the cob and cutting
Well,
the
okay.
corn. And I also have more tomatoes if you need some. A 95-gallon bucket full I picked this afternoon.
Another
Is
5-gallon
it really?
bucket full?
It says 95. He don't mean 95. Maybe it just means a 5.
It means 9 5-gallon
Oh
buckets.
my goodness, really?
You want some more, Deb?
Yeah, I'd like to have some more.
Deb said she'd like some Stevers.
You can bring it to Mo if you're bringing
Yeah,
it.
bring it. Bring it.
Joanne
We
says,
will make it work.
if you get the small tomato tomatoes, wash while still wet, sprinkle with salt, set them aside, let them dry, and the salt crystallizes and pop them in your mouth. Oh my, they are good. So we get the salt on there too.
That sounds yummy. It really does. I love it.
Hey, Laurie. Britt says our grocery stores, including our Walmart, sell the bacon grease. Oh, the Walmart sells it. What was that called?
I don't
That we
remember.
saw at
It was-
Buc-ee's?
It
I saw it.
was
on
a guy's
stuff.
name, wasn't it? Something's bacon grease.
I can't remember what it's called now. but
Beans or something.
I'll have to look for it at Walmart then. I hadn't.
Well, I had
hadn't
never
looked for
seen
then.
it, but then I never looked for it either. So, this is
Now you can see how good that corn looks and how it looks more like fried corn.
And the angels sang a new song, and it's called "We Love Corn
That looks amazing.
with
Is it-
Tomatoes."
Is it done?
Yeah.
Corn is done.
Corn is done. It was easy, y'all.
Baking up. Yeah, thank you, Britt. It's baking up.
Bacon up. Okay.
That's what we couldn't
Okay.
remember. Yeah.
Well, I did.
Walmart,
I've never seen
Joanne says Walmart and Food Line has it in the baking aisle.
Oh, nice. We don't
I'll
have a
have to
food
look
line
for it.
anymore
No.
down here.
Liz says, I cooked for a private residence. Today I made an Italian pasta salad with tomatoes.
Oh, yummy.
Liz,
Tommy
that's
toes.
amazing.
I love Tommy
Bacon up,
Jones.
yes, thank you, Joan. I'm gonna look for some of that bacon up. I've never had it, but I saw other people use it.
So Deb has another friend named Melissa. Can you believe it? She has more than one Melissa friend. And she gave her this.
Yes.
Not just these two. She gave her a mess and a half, a couple of messes of okra. Isn't that perfect, y'all?
So
Melissa Reeser, good job.
it's
Where's
gonna
mine?
become, what's it gonna become?
It's going to become
Pickled okra.
pickled okra. Ugh. She's going to pickle it. But you know the funny part? Tell them, Debbie. You're going to pickle
I don't eat it. I don't.
She don't eat it. She going to pickle something she don't even eat.
Cheryl says, this is so nice, Cheryl. Thank you.
What?
You both have great hair tonight.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Where are mine? I pulled mine back out of my eyebrows.
Britt says bacon grease is liquid gold.
Truly is.
Hi, Stacy. Yes, I do plan to make some pickled okra. Not for me, for my children who like it. I'll just give it all to them.
Yeah.
So it's very easy.
I love fried okra.
And I might even video it.
You should video it for sure. And I like fried okra, and I also like okra in my soup, my vegetable soup.
Yes.
It's good, but the Hubs doesn't. Tink does not like okra in his. So what I'll usually do is put okra in it, and then I'll dip him out of a bowl and pull out the okra.
You can pick it out.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just gives it a good flavor to me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's done.
All right. We, let's see, how long have we been on here?
A little while.
I thought it would tell me, but I don't see where.
I fried bacon this morning. I saved my grease.
I used to do that years ago.
Boiled
and I quit
okra.
doing
Candy
that.
likes boiled okra.
Oh, boiled okra. I've never.
My granddaughter's an ag major, started plants this year and gave me okra. My first year ever raising okra.
Oh, yay. That's wonderful.
I've heard it's been a good year for okra. You know, some years are not. It's not a good year for okra. But
Charlene, hey. And Wanda Smith, hello. Y'all, this has been so fun talking with you. And I hope you've learned a little bit from us about fixing corn. And y'all have taught us a lot of things about
absolutely.
the whole evening. About
We almost learn something every
Every
time we
time.
do this live
Yes,
stuff.
every time. It's so much fun. I love talking to everyone.
Freeze my bacon grease in silicone molds and pull out. What a
Oh.
great idea. See? That's
See,
a
we just
great
learned
idea.
that. That is great. Yes.
Do that, Dan.
Okay. I hardly ever make bacon, but when I do,
See, that's
I will
the
do
problem
that.
with it. Both of us are empty nesters, so we don't have anybody to cook bacon for. And if we cook it for ourselves, we'll eat it all, and then we'll be big and fat.
Cheryl Lancaster said, thanks for the cooking class. Very fun.
Aww.
And Candy says, love you guys. We love y'all too.
We love you too.
And
Thank you
Vicky
for
said,
watching.
have a great evening.
We're going to
Yeah.
go make some salsa, y'all.
Yeah, so we got to get moving. So
With Stever's tomatoes.
thank you for watching so much.
All right.
And watch our videos. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Finish phone.